Dragon Quest III HD-2D Remake is fast approaching for its release at the end of this year, and it is one of my most anticipated titles of 2024. I have had the pleasure of playing Dragon Quest III HD-2D Remake, and I've also been covering the game leading up to the release and keeping up to date with all of the news and coverage out there from other outlets. And I'm thoroughly excited, but there's one comment that always crops up in my videos, especially in my gameplay preview where I got to play the game, and that seems to be a bit of a deal breaker for most people, and I want to dive into why that might be with me throwing some of my own opinions in there. So with that all being said, what is up guys, Jen here, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel. If you are enjoying the content that you are seeing from me, please consider hitting that like button because it supports the channel. And if you want to go one step further, please consider subscribing to the channel for more Dragon Quest and Square Enix content. So the deal breaker that most people are telling me in the comments is the fact that the battles are in first person view and that they would not be buying the game for this reason. And I'm trying to dive into why that is such a problem. Why has that become such a controversy? I'm going to get my opinion out the way straight off the bat. I am pretty relaxed. I don't really mind. I played the game to the point where I was confused if all of the battles were in third person or not. When I was doing my coverage, it turned out that they switch between third and first depending on when you're preparing your attacks to doing your attacks. And again, I had no issues and enjoyed my time with the game. Also, I am going through the Dragon Quest series as a new player to the series. I've played 1, I've played 2, I've played 4, I'm playing through 5. I briefly touched 8 back in the day, and I've played a good chunk of 11. The majority of those games that I've played are in first person, and that's not taken away from my gameplay experience whatsoever. And I think I'm on the level of like, it's Dragon Quest. This is what Dragon Quest is. So let's look at some of the reasons to why this is such a deal breaker. I guess a lot of people may be coming from Dragon Quest VIII. A lot of people may be coming across from Dragon Quest XI. These were bigger titles, had a bigger oomph here in the West. I would imagine that Dragon Quest XI has been played by a lot of people because it was so accessible on many platforms. All in all, I've heard nothing but good things, but the battles in those two games were third person. So maybe with a new entry, even though it's a remake, people may be expecting that to be in third person as well. Also, this is a HD-2D game. Let's look at the ones that we've had in the past. We've had Octopath Traveler 1 and 2. We've had Triangle Strategy, and we've had Live Alive. All of these games have had a third person view when it comes to their battles. So maybe the expectation is there for that trait to carry on into Dragon Quest III HD-2D. And there is probably most of the reasons that I've heard when it comes across. I have talked to a few people to try and find why people want a third person battle system. And a lot of the things I've heard is because that will be more engaging. Like, we have these amazing gorgeous pixel characters that we see as we go into battle, but then we don't see them, to the point where even when you equip different weapons on your characters, they appear on the sprites. They feel that it's wasted time and just general rushing of the game because we're not seeing that pixel art being thrown into battles. And I can kind of see that, but at the same time, this is Dragon Quest. Most of the Dragon Quests are known for the first person battle system, and for some reason a lot of people forget about that. But I don't know where the expectations are. Is it because this is a remake and they want everything? I feel that Dragon Quest III HD-2D Remake is trying to hit a happy medium of like, this is an homage to a classic. We want it to feel as much as the classic as possible, but at the same time, we want to bring in new people. So we want to throw some quality of life in. We want to throw maps in there. We want to throw more expansive towns and dungeons in there. But we want to keep the battles the same. We want you to see your selection of characters because at the end of the day, you get to customize these characters. But when it comes to the battle, we want them to focus on the enemies and focus on the spell and attack effects. And I guess people don't think that is engaging enough. And my argument, I don't even know if it is an argument, and I'm sure there's going to be many comments in the comment section below which I want to dive into and understand where these people are coming from, because I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just have a difference of opinion, and I'm trying to find where we can meet in the middle and understand each other, where we're coming from. But it not being too engaging, I would assume And maybe I'm overstepping the mark here, but those same people that want the animations and the third person battle system would be the same people that would grind pretty intensely, just smashing through X as fast as they can, using the fastest battle system mode anyway, and not really experience the animations probably once, and they'll just want to skip through them anyway. I don't know if I'm wrong in saying that and I'm overstepping the mark, but that's how I feel. When I play these RPGs and they have really fancy animations, sooner rather than later, I'll find all the options to skip and make things quicker for me as I go into battles, because I don't want to go through all of that. And by default, having a first person mode, we just get to see those attacks. And if you're having it all ultra fast mode, because there is an ultra fast mode in Dragon Quest III HD-2D Remake, you're going to get through those battles pretty fast anyway. So that's my argument against people that are telling me that it's not engaging enough. But am I right in saying that? I don't really know. I just want to get to the bottom of this because I'm really conflicted and confused on why people are saying that they're not buying the game for this reason and this reason alone. It's absolute madness to me. People think that they are taking shortcuts. I've played the game, it's beautiful, it plays really damn well. You can see all the preview footage. It's going to be an incredible remake. It's going to do amazingly over in Japan. I really hope it does well here in the West. I'll be playing it and I'll be smashing through it. But I don't think the first person battles are a deal breaker, full stop. That is kind of my argument. I've threw a few things out there. I'm expecting to get a few things back. I just kind of want to create a nice healthy discussion on why this really is a deal breaker. So I thank you for watching the video. If you like the content, again, hit the like button and support the channel. If you want to see more Dragon Quest content, please hit the subscribe button. And until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side.